Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. Imagine being a prisoner in the cells of your own body. My former mother-in-law, 91 years old, was released from the hospital 2 days ago to her son's house. Easter time this year, he decided to terminate her contract for assisted living services at the seniors' home due to being dissatisfied with the level of care that she was receiving. He figured he works an odd shift, he'd be home in the afternoon, she's healthy, he'd sit and keep her company. It would be pretty easy, pretty straightforward. The same weekend that he gave the notice, she fell, broke her hip. She's been recovering from broken hip, bout of pneumonia, a blip on the heart, as the hospital referred to it, a minor heart attack. All of 91 pounds, frail, hollow-looking face. They deemed her as non-rehabilitatable. They released her. She came home to her son's house, blew the hospital down, positioned into a wheelchair, reclining. She just returned every 2 hours. She has what they call moon boots. Foam booties from her feet, her ankles, to her knees to help support the disintegration of her skin. Additionally, she's now incontinent. First day home, waiting for home support to arrive. She has to be changed. The small house, really just a renovation to make the bedroom door wider so she could fit into the room, is now looking like a hospital room. Male nurse in attendance, female care support worker. They lift her to the bed to change her. And it's a small, narrow hospital bed. She's laying on her back, tells me that she's incapacitated. It wasn't always this way. They begin to change her. Take the bed sheet and pull and roll her up over onto her side. So I'm standing alongside the bed, I watch her come up and over. And the look of terror that comes across her eyes because she can't judge how much distance there's going to be before she reaches over and lands. I become the bed rail. I hold her wrists, her hands. Feel the bones in her weak little body. The care support worker starts to cleanse her area. Oh, thank you. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to have fresh water. Thank you. They bring her back. They roll her back on her side. There's no moment of stopping and thinking about the fact that this woman has just arrived from the hospital. She has to be rolled over every 2 hours. She can't get up and go to the washroom. She's been recovering for about 6 weeks. And they had no understanding of, in that moment, when she came up and over, of what that felt like for her. This roller coaster ride, how she was going to land. have to shower once or twice a week. In that moment, when I watched her and I listened to her cry, in gratitude, she was joyful. She was appreciative. Thank you for making me feel clean. The words, it wasn't always this way. I kept thinking in that moment, how grateful I am every single day for the things that many take for granted. Water, the ability to do what I can do on my own. In that moment, I thought about the compassionate space that the caregivers could have provided for her, just by having some sort of understanding of how difficult it was for her, feeling a prisoner in her own body, feeling helpless, debilitated, incapacitated, and unable to move. So I truly ask you, imagine what it would be like to feel like a prisoner in the cells of your own body. At some point in time, each and every one of us could be in that place. So in this moment, can we all be grateful for feeling fresh, for feeling clean?